There we go. Now time for some relaxing deck building. Let's get this put away. Yeah, while I was gone yesterday, I was mostly trying to figure out how in the world I was going to make this work. Did it just want to make this stretch itself? Yes, it did. OBS reacts weirdly to this program. There we go. So let's see, I want to go back over what I learned. So, I trade out Soul Horns for Soul Claw, which allows me to go into Suit and Doji. I've now added Soul Gaia Booster, so if I go turn 1, I can go for Nibiru now, which is fantastic. I haven't made too many changes here yet. I'm thinking about it. I need to kind of go through the synchros and decide like what is good, what isn't. I've also been kind of considering some stuff after discussing things with What's It last time. I've been looking into this and I'm trying to decide what is good to add, what isn't. Superheavy Samurai Security. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. If you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, you can tribute this card. Special summon one Earth Machine monster with 1500 or less attack from your hand or graveyard, except itself. You use each effect once per turn. I have been considering him for two reasons. If I go first, I get... Wait, no. If I use you as Exceed fodder, you don't go to the extra deck face up, you go to the graveyard. I remember that stupid, yeah, sure, I missed you. How have you been? So... Superheavy Samurai Security might not be as useful as I thought. Well, dog saw dad outside again. Let's see. Try. Stupid ads. Superheavy. I don't think that's going to work. Hold on. Are you kidding me? I'm getting yelled at upstairs. Hold on. Be right back. There, you're yelling at me to get my stuff in the dryer. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, Superheavy Samurai, that's what I was typing out. So is there anyone else in the roster that can actually help me push this farther? So, no, you're, you lock me into Superheavies. You lock me into it. And You can change this face-up defense position card you control to attack position. If you do, add one Superheavy Samurai Soul monster from your deck to your hand. That's not the worst, but I'm only running 2 soul cards here. So it's not the best decision. See, I'll consider it if I'm eventually running Soul Piercer. I might not be, but still. Yeah, it does sometimes. Let's change that. No, that one's just too simple. This one, no. Magnet. That won't help. Scales. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, special summon it from your hand. If this card is normal special summon, you target level 4 monster, Super Heavy Samurai monster in your graveyard, except itself, special summon defense position. You're good for a regular Super Heavy Samurai deck, but most of the stuff I'm running isn't going to the graveyard. Other than specifically the souls and the bike. See, I was going through over him in my head. Blue Brawler. That's right, you're useless. Booster. Soul Shield Wall. Discard from the graveyard. Negate the attack, but the monsters. Heads become 0. No. Swordsman. When this card is normal special summon, change battle position. No. Soulbang Cannon. Target 1, super heavy, equip him. During the battles. Stupid ads. Let's see. When your opponent activates a card effect while you control a battle position monster. About defense position Super Heavy Samurai, you can banish this card from the graveyard, negate the activation if you do destroy it. Destroys many monsters on the field if possible. If you do, both players take 1,000. Hold on. I must be reading that wrong. Where'd you go? Okay. Target. Equip. It gains. During either player's battle phase, when your opponent activates a card effect while you control a defense position Super Heavy Samurai, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Graveyard only. No. There's no way to actually get you in the graveyard. This with this current setup. Super Heavy Samurai Flutist. You say that, but the entire strategy is just getting more Cyber Dragon or more Blue Eyes. Let's see. We'll have to tribute special summon from the hand during the battle's turn. If it targets when a card or effect is activated that targets a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Negate the activation if you do destroy that card. You're not awful. Take up 2 extra copies of this. I'll find it later. I want to look into you a little bit longer. Cannot be normal flip summon if you have any spell cards in the graveyard. Can't be normal if you have spells. When you take battle damage, you have no spell trap cards in the graveyard, and this card is your hand. You special summon if you do. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. It's just a straight special summon, but a lot of the 3s aren't that great. Giga Gloves. Ooh. If this card is sent to the graveyard and you control no spell and trap cards in your graveyard, you can look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, then place them in any order. When opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can banish this card. No. Fist. In the battle phase, if your Superheavy Samurai monster destroy an opponent's monster by battle. This battle phase, quick effect. Immediately after this card resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using materials you control, including this card. So you already have to be on the field. You can Alright, if it's no spells and traps in the graveyard, you can target one Superheavy Samurai synchro monster you control, reduces level by 1 if you do special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon monster if it's a turn you lock, so nope. Soul Fire Suit. Nah. Already have Soul Claw, Trumpeter locks. Let's see, you don't lock, but you restrict, especially when I Pendulum Summon. Blowtorch. When opponent's monster declares an attack, while you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you can send this card. Monster you control, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculations once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change the attack target to this card before. Hold on. Shit. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, while you control no spells and trap cards in your graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, then target one Superheavy Samurai monster you control, change the attack target to it, and perform damage calculation. That way I don't know why. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change the attack target to this card and perform damage calculation. Cannot be destroyed by battle. There's no easy way to special summon you out without taking a hit, so no. General Coral. Where'd you go? Particularly you lock me pretty heavily into Super Heavy somewhere. You do help me draw, but well, you have cards. Pendulum Scale becomes 4 once per turn. When a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you activate this effect. That monster can make a second attack. Right, you help enable more attacks. Drum. This card on the field is... Oh, that's right. Drum is one of the worst Super Heavy Samurai monsters in the game. Stealthy. No spells and traps. You can special summon from the hand. You can only special summon Stealthy once per turn. If you have no spells and trap cards in your graveyard, quick effect, you can tribute this card and target one spell trap card in your opponent's graveyard set to your field. But banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use it once per turn. That'd be nice under different circumstances, but no. So if I remember correctly, this is for burn strategies, period. I know that's not what the deck is going for. Gauntlet doubles defense. It's not awful, but not what I need. I know what Soul Horns does. Soul Beads. You can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand to the side of the field each turn. First time the monster equipped with this card by this effect will be destroyed by a card effect. It is not destroyed. Destroyed by a battle inside the graveyard. You can send this card instead. No. Helper. During damage calculation, if your defense position monster battles an opponent's monster while you have no spell trap, and you grave a quick effect, discard, then target one monster you control other than the battling monster. Your battling monster gains defense equal to that monster defense during the damage calculation only. Well, discard in the graveyard. No. You can target one Superheavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this monster. And I think you tribute yourself to special summon one Superheavy monster from the deck. Right. Peacemaker wouldn't be the worst if I ran more, but unfortunately I don't. And the only other synchro that's worth going for in their main line is literally Beast QB. Let's see here. I don't think I can use you to the fullest extent. Oh, heyo. It is not. How's it going? Yes, it is. I will not lie, it's one of the funkiest decks I've ever made. It's got a soul. Yep. Oh, it's complicated as heck. So let's see. Extra normal summon. Use you turn 2 to go into Suiten Doji. You turn 1 to go into... Actually, yeah. I'm gonna put you down here. And you here for turn 1 shenanigans. Over here. There. Every time I use this deck, it gains sentience. That is true. White Forest Eldritch, nice. Okay. Water Bike to discard for Prodigy. 2 copies of Monk Big Ben K, just in case if I lose it turn 1. Floater, go into that. God, I honestly wish I could pitch the Kaijus, but I cannot. Unfortunately, I cannot pitch the Kaijus. They're way too important. Correct. This is all gas, no, no hand traps. Board Breaker Turbo. It would be Meteor Rush, Monochroid, OTK. Because God, this is one of the dumbest cards I've ever read, and I love it to death. Yeah, Kaijus are wonderful. It's just that if you're going second, probably more than half the decks you're facing would probably the cards that you would love to run into are in defense position, so you're basically staring down 3,000 beat sticks or higher, so you kind of need something to run into. Wish I could use Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, but the super heavies are a little bit testy about spells. Hmm. Yes, it is. That's why I love it so much. I've been trying to see if I can't push it to its limit. Yesterday I was testing it with what's it when I was facing his what was it? Dark Worlds, Skull Servants, and even Red Dragon Archfiends. My favorite card in the game is Light and Darkness Dragon. Nice. Searches this, specials that. Inferno Reckless Summon. Meticulous. Also stubborn. You forgot to put that one, Phantom. Also stubborn. Battle of the Sleeping Spirits. Double Wild. Harpy's Feather Duster. Nibiru. I need to go over a Double Wild again. Do I really need this in the deck? Target one level 5 or lower monster you control. You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn after this card resolves except the monsters with the original type as a targeted monster. Also add one level 10 monster with the original type. Okay. Oh. Does Yubel kill the strat though? How much damage it would inflict, or do your kaiju and attack those instead? Why wouldn't you just play lower attack kaijus? Funny Phantom. So that's why I'm not only running the Harpy's Feather Duster, but I've also swapped to Suten Doji so that I can get rid of a lot of the back row that Yubel likes. Not supposed to be said out loud. Yeah, so that I can get rid of the attack direction changing that Yubel likes. But kaijus are a part of it. For let's see, what did you say? Play lower attack kaijus. Let me just double check. I know I had a reason for this. Let's see, because I know I play Kumongus. Specifically, it's so that not only can I abuse one of the kaijus in a pendulum summon, which is Kumongus, because somehow Gameciel decided to become level 8. The other reason is that both of these guys can be used on my turn for a specific synchro monster, and that is Psychic End Punisher. The amount of times I use this in Master Duel is ridiculous. I think I'm at the edge of my seat. I can't defend. Somehow draw the perfect card to get a kaiju on their side, my side, and then tuner, and then my opponent can't do anything. Which is... God, I love Psychic End Punisher. It is the perfect backup. Yeah, the levels do matter. Yeah. I'm gonna take Double Wild out for a bit. I just can't see myself playing that. Let's see. One of. Yeah, I had to look more into the Superheavy Samurai engine. Now I realize why the deck plays only 2 copies of Monk. Is that if you go first, you have a second backup copy. Dude, I just love that I can turbo out Dragoon and Master Duel in my Way Force. Yes. God, I love any strategy that can get you your favorite cards. Just peak dopamine. Let's see. Still not entirely sold on Harpy's Feather Duster, because I'm not sure exactly when I would need to use it. Because I know that until I can get the pendulum ready, most of my super heavies don't want it out. That could be impermed and everything else. Emotional when you heard the Light and Darkness Dragon. Nice. Let's save for a second here. I'm gonna just darn ads in the background. Let's save. Let's do a little bit of practice here, quick. Let's see. I believe it's this. All right. How did he tell me how to set up the? He told me how to set up the versus AI, and I don't remember how. Hmm. Hold on, I gotta go look back through my Discord. I know he told me how. Oh, here we go. Alright, so. Oh, that's right. He told me I was supposed to go pull a second one. Let's just go find some random server then, test this out. I forgot he told me I was supposed to do that. Uh, one. I'm gonna kick my dog's butts. They're barking at the someone outside. Let's join this person. Wait, are they in a duel with someone? Ah, shoot. Too bad What's It's not on. I'd bug him for a few rounds. I know he likes to test out decks with me. See, is there anyone else I can just butt on in? That sucks. Goat, Master Rule, TCG. 2v2. Good lord, I know my deck could not do a 2v2. You know what? Let's host. Let's see if I can't get into a duel or something around here. Man, when I finally complete this deck, I wonder what I'm gonna move on to next. I kinda wanna find another boss monster that hasn't been touched in a long time. Cause I have to admit, one of the few things I don't see in Yu-Gi-Oh anymore is like dedicated boss monsters. Whoop. Oh, we got someone, alright. Oh, darn it. Why'd you leave me, man? Please tell me you forced me to go second. There we go. Alright, what you pitching? Yeah, it's always the most fun is trying to get out that boss monster and make it work. Where I just saw an Eldritch. Okay. Spirit Delusion. Though I will say that there is one, how to put it, there is one kind, there's always a downside to having a boss monster deck. Unless the deck is like completely centered around it like Eldritch, I guess I'm fighting now, they always have massive problems. They always do. Kind of like how there's no way in heck I can win against a Labyrinth deck. Because 1 to 2 pops on the field and I get wrecked. Oh yeah, Forbidden Droplet too, I forgot about that. That can stop me. What are you cooking? Oh, I forgot to set the time rules. My bad. 2 Eldritch. Your opponent activates a card. Well, I know who I have to. Okay, first things first. Chance and help. I'm assuming what you're about to pull out of your rear is Ash Blossom. Spirit. Did you just... Okay. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Okay. Activate. Attach. Right there. Activate. Special summon. I thought I put Suit and Doji in my hand. Okay. Oh, I did not read that card good enough. Okay, that's my bad. I need to relook at my deck. I actually thought I had a good thing going here. Oh yeah, I did forget about one amazing thing that this deck does that's really, really weird. This deck is completely unaffected by Ash Blossom and other negate traps during the battle phase. It is weird. Trust me when I say it makes no sense. No, don't avoid destruction. Yes. Wait. Oh. Damn it. Well, that was my fault. I gotta go back to the deck. I did some stupid things. Hold on. Okay, so why didn't this one go off? Okay. I had Prodigy. I had Soul Claw. Why couldn't I go into Suit and Doji? Machine type and non-tuner super heavy samurai monster. Speak to me, deck. Why did you not want to let me do Suten Doji? Because now I realize why this is probably a bad idea to have in my deck. I will correct that, but why did you not want to go for Suten Doji? I'm missing something here. I ignored some of the noise in the background. I just have a non-copyright music playing in the background on YouTube, and unfortunately you gotta hit that ad every once in a while. Okay, no. What happened here? Tuner. Yeah, that's not the problem. Do you know, like, okay. One machine type tuner and one or more non-tuner Superheavy Samurai monsters. Why were my only options Charge Warrior and... I need to get rid of that. I don't know why I thought that was a non-tuner. I misread when I had that in my deck. One machine type tuner, one or more non... Oh! I'm an idiot, I forgot Zombie World was out. I thought there was a problem with my deck. God, Zombie World always messes with me every time. Like, I think everything is fine, but I forget it's out there. So let's see, I still want Suten Doji, still want Charge Warrior, because he's freaking amazing. Colossal Fighter, still want to keep him. Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, because that gets me into my level 10s. You still want... I still can go into Susanoo. And for... yeah. Because if my opponent uses something really good, say, like that Forbidden Droplet, it would be a shame if I got my hands on it. Suten Doji, Charge Warrior, Colossal Fighter, Excel Stardust Dragon, Tilting Entrainment, Wolfrey at the Starwind Wolf. God, that's one of my weird ones. I haven't gotten him out yet, but I can't wait until I do, because that's going to be the dumbest deck I've ever done. Seriously, Kaiju plus level 2 tuner. Get this out and start crashing. This thing, it will... Yeah, I'm starting to think I shouldn't be running Arms of Gen X Return Zero. How to put it? It has negates, but by the time I probably get to the one I want, I'm pretty sure they're going to have the level... They're gonna Ash Plus me before I even get the chance. Let's have a look at a few. Monster... Synchro. Any fours I can go into? Definitely not Fabled. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this card from your graveyard to that monster. That monster cannot attack. Also, its effects negated if this card leaves the field while equipped to a monster. To an opponent's monster by effect, take control of the monster that was equipped. That'd be interesting, but no. Yeah, it's a small chance, but unfortunately, I think I'd rather go for the usual setup. Any sixes I could probably get my hands on? Gaia, Moondragon, needs a Warrior Tuner, Earth Tuner, needs spell counters. God, if I could quick synchro you on my opponent's turn, I would die laughing. Problem is I'd need Hoppier Squadron at that point. Turbo Warrior. It's Turbo Synchron. Iron Chain Dragon is garbage. Laval, Dragoon. Non-tuner Fire Monster, I don't got that. Combat Wheel. The first time this card will be destroyed by opponent's card effect each turn. It is not destroyed once per turn during your opponent's battle phase. Your opponent's battle phase. Uh, hmm. I don't think that would work. Plague Spreader, two more zombie monsters. You can only control once per turn. You can discard one of Burning Abyss. Nope. Battle Wasps on the. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target one of your banished zombie monster. Shuffle it to the deck if you do. Don't want defense position. Honestly, if there was some synchro monsters that could change battle position of my opponent's monsters, I would be running it in a heartbeat, but I haven't found any and I can't remember any off the top of my head. Revive King Hades. Needs Plague Spreader. An Emancipator. Drill Warrior. During the main... Oh yeah, Drill Synchron, I don't got it. Red Wyvern. Free Destroy, but that's not good enough. Fabled. Psychic Nightmare. Once returned to your main phase, you can pick one random card in your opponent's hand and call what type it is. Monsters fall trap. Call if you call right against. No. That's such a weird synchro. After damage calculation, when this card balances opponent's monster, you can banish that monster. Also banish this card. If I had to get rid of something really menacing on the field, I wouldn't mind having this, but can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Well, you have two or more monsters in your graveyard with the same original type and attribute, but different names. You can banish two monsters from your graveyard with the original type and attribute, but different names. Target one card on the field, send to the graveyard. You can actually use this with this deck, considering I have 2 fairies I cycle through. Tri-arm. Can't use any of that. That's a specific amount of attack. Dark Tuner. 1 Dark Tuner. That I am mighty, sure. Battle Wasp needs insects. Brave Penguin. Goyo Predator. When this card destroys a monster, opponent's monster by battle, sends to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field, but any battle damage it inflicts to the player's halved. Not horrible. Man, if I could use White Aura Dolphin to set up before I start ramming all my monsters, it'd be wonderful. Unfortunately, it needs water. Of all the greater, needs non-tuner fire monsters. Can't do it. Dragon Tuner. Just 1 card. Target 1 card. Your opponent controls destroy it. When this card destroys its monster by battle, sends to the graveyard, gain life points equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. Manifest Horus. Nope. Needs Knights and Sorcerer. FYI, I'm probably only going to have the stream up for another 40-ish minutes. Don't want to spend too long on this, but I do want to try and pick my own brain for some ideas. God, I thought Manadium was perfect, and I misread the card. If this card is Synchro Summon, you target 1 level 2 tuner in your graveyard, special summon it, but it negates effects, so you can target any number of tuners you control, change the levels to 2. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck. I don't know why I thought, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't notice a tuner label on this card. I was a little ticked. I thought I could Synchro Climb like a beast. Orient Dragon, you can target, if this card is Synchro Summon, target with Synchro monster your opponent controls, banish it. No. Needs Black Wings and Emancipator. Needs rock monsters. I have a fire tuner. I don't have a level 3 fire monster in the deck. Splendid Rose. Needs plant monsters to really activate its effects. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. No. Queen of Thorns, no. Fernity Doom Archfiend. Oof. Altergeist can't do anything. Golden Beast. Yeah, no matter what, this would be 2 and 4. It's not bad, but still. Red Rising Dragon requires a Fiend Tuner, which I have. But I'm locked into Dark Dragons, because of course I am. Reptilian Hydra. Stardust Assault. These junk monsters. Yeah, after like going through some of these, I think my best options are still Sutendoji and Stardust. Just because I'm blowing it back row and I'm getting as many attacks in as possible if I get the chance. God, that'd be nuts. Um, yeah, I'm mostly locked into even monsters. Let's try level 8s. There's gotta be something. Dark Tuner needs a lot of non-tuner. One Dark Tuner, one Wind Machine Tuner, Fire Ant, one Tuner. No. Black. Drago. Once returning, send one Gemini. Right, Geminis. That's a no. That's a no. Crystal Wing. Once per turn, when another monster's effect is activated, quick effect, negate the activation. If you do destroy that monster, and if you do that, this card gains attack equal to that destroyed monster's original attack until the end of this turn. If this card battles an opponent's monster level 5 or higher, during damage calculation, this card gains an attack equal to the current. Now that I think about it, why am I not running this? Yeah, why am I not running this? Get in there. So, yep. I have lots of 8s. I don't know if I'll always be able to get to them, but that is just very good cards to work with. Let's see, is there any other 8s I can work with here? Dark Tuner. One Scarlet. Yeah, I did Clearwing before, but that's because I had monsters that could do odd numbers, if I remember correctly. Unfortunately, pretty much nearly all the cards in this deck are even. And I know Clearwing is level 7. Like, the only odd numbers I can make out of this is literally with the 7 and the 9. But there's not many good level 11 synchros. So yeah, it's not the best for what I've essentially set up for myself. Dark Moss. Yeah, can't do that. 100 Eyes. Level 6 lower monster from a graveyard until the end phase. This card becomes that monster's original name and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. If it was any other monster, I would literally be saying, oh, look, I have... You're hilarious. Once per turn, you can banish one level. So yeah, if this was any other type of monster, I'd be going, God, I would love another copy of another monster. For any Doom Dragon needs Dark Tuner. Once per turn, if you control no cards in the hand, you can select one monster your opponent controls, destroy that, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack. This card cannot attack the same turn you activate this effect. Probably not. That relies on rocks. Yeah, I need some sort of water monster, and that's not happening. Great Old Dragon. Needs Aqua. Red Dragon Archfiend. Out of all cards, why in the world am I considering you? After damage calculation, if this card attacked an opponent's defense position monster, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. God, it would technically let me get around a lot of the problems with defense monsters. You know, get in the side deck. You're going to be considered for later. I can't see myself using him. Road Warrior. Road Synchron. Draco Berserker of the Tenny. Oh god, there's also Draco Berserker of the Tenny. God, it's such a good card. Yeah, since this deck doesn't use 7s anymore, get rid of Titanic Moth. For now, I'll put you in here because that's just some good backup. Dino Wrestler needs Dinosaur Monster. Mula Adhara. If this card is Synchro Summon, you have 2 or more Worm monsters in your graveyard and or banishment. Nope. Shiranui needs zombies. Hackbit. If this card is Synchro Summon or sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard and or 1 face-up monster your opponent controls this 1 card. And if you do, place that monster in your owner's spell and trap zone as a face-up continue. You're related to a certain deck, I remember. Yeah. Leave you alone for the moment. Lifestream Dragon needs Power Tool, needs Fabled, needs Spellcasters, needs non-tuner Fires, needs a non-tuner Pendulum, non-tuner Fiend Monster, needs Zombie Tuners, Magic-E Tuner. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends to the graveyard, your opponent cannot normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters next turn. Wind Witch, if this card is Synchro Summoned, it needs non-tuner Wind Monsters, which I technically have. Nah. Needs banishment cards, DDs. If I remember correctly, this card negates my side of the field, so no, I believe. Wait, nope, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Once per turn, you can, during the main phase, quick effect, you can banish both this face-up card from the field and 1 random card in your opponent's hand face-up until your next standby phase. Once per turn, during your opponent's standby phase, you can target One banished card, return to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one other card in the graveyard, shuffle both this card. Okay. Use water. I'm not locking myself in the fire. Blackwing. Tricorn. You can select one. Thunder Unicorn or Voltic Bicorn. Which I don't run either one. Scrap Dragon. Once returning, you can target one card you control. One card your opponent controls, destroy them. When this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, send it to the graveyard. You can get some scrap. That's interesting music in the background. You can only use each of the following effects. Whoop, hold on. Okay, I was checking something. Where'd you go? This card Synchro Summon using a Synchro Monster's material. It can make a second attack during each battle phase. You can only use each of them once per turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack and defense. God, that'd be amazing. At the end of your battle phase, if your opponent has not taken any battle damage this phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each battle wasp. 1,000 attack and defense. That's not bad to consider. Oh, that music's gotta change. That's annoying me. The yeah, that's not gonna get on my nerves. Yeah. Ads. There. Much better. He's a non-tuner synchro monster. I don't have a lot of those. Nerva needs light swarms. Yep. I did hear something about you. I want to go check that out. At a different time and stream. Blackwing Dragon. Yeah. I love the way you mistyped you because now it sounds like you're putting some emphasis on it. But oi, have a heard me? Like some drunk Scotch person coming in ready to throw fists. Let's see. Once to turn during your bonus standby phase. The term you're looking for is that was calculated. Equip cards. Needs Worm, needs a Psychic, needs Floor. This card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. Gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. I'm going to consider him. It's kind of weird that I do, but he kind of just works. If I can destroy one monster my opponent controls, I just gain life points. And God knows I need that to punch the wall harder. Field. During my opponent's turn, shit. Fish tuner. If this synchro summon target one fish you control, I don't have fish. Okay, cannot be destroyed by battle unless it was special summoned from the extra deck. You can only use each of the following effects of Centurion Primus. Once per turn, if this card is synchro summoned, you can add one emblema card from your deck or graveyard to the hand. Then you can destroy 2 cards on the field, one on the field if face up on each field. If this face up Centurion card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. Darn it. It's junk. He's a non-tuner light monster. If an attack is declared involving this card and opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. This card loses exactly 500 attack and defense permanently. And if it does, that opponent's monster loses 1500 attack and defense until the end of this turn. Pretty interesting. Avenging Knight Parsath. Needs light monsters. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. If I don't get a single kaiju, this guy might be like life and death right here. Because if I'm adding in the level 4, he might be what I need. He might be. It's weird having to run a Parseth monster. But no, wait, shit. He needs light. Well, then again, I am technically running 9 light monsters. Six level 2 tuners. 3 level 4 tuners. I might have to look to the level 6s again. Yeah, put that on the to-do list. I might have to look that up. Yeah, I probably might have to do that. If there's any chance I can synchro climb up to him, I will take it. So I'll have to look into that. Target Dragon. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Needs dark monsters. Needs a Genix tuner. And when a spawn trap card is activated, you can target monster your opponent controls or one harpy monster you control return to the hand. Not a bad bounce, but I don't think a bounce is what I need. So let's keep moving. Let's see. While a card is an equipped card, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell. Magistus Tactics Reptilian. Melusine. Needs reptiles. Diabolantis. If this card is synchro summoned, you can send one insect or plant from your deck to the graveyard up to the number of non-tuners with the synchro summon. If this tuner. No. Visas. This card becomes this. On the field, you can only use each of the following effects of Visas. Murtara, once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add one spell or trap that mentions it. Add to your deck. No. This is an interesting one. If this card is synchro summoned using a tuner synchro monster, you can target one spell trap in your graveyard, add to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can send one spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, so someone level 7 or lower tuner synchro from your extra deck graveyard. Special summon level 7 or lower tuner synchro monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or banishment you can use. Thinking about putting you off to the side, and I'm going to take a look at you here. If this card is synchro summoned using a tuner synchro monster, you can target one spell trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Yeah, no. I had to think about that. As nice as that sounds, I still got the super heavies to worry about. So let's see, you synchro climb for whatever I need. Stardust. No. Alternate art. Needs You can target one spell in your graveyard at your hand. You can only use once per turn. When this card destroys the opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. That sounds nice, but new. Dark Pendulum. Oh, that's my tuner, so no. Stardust Spark Dragon. Just provides protection. A light tuner and a dark. No, I don't have that. I don't have that. And you cannot special summon fusion or synchro monsters. If this card is in your owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can destroy one card on the field and inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each earthbound monster. No. No. Geomath Mech. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in this owner's position is destroyed by a bonus card effect, add 1 Math Mix spell trap. No. No, I haven't looked at that one. Thermogenics. No. Vindicate needs Gen-X, needs Worm Monsters. Okay, if this card is Synchro Summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 Cybers monster from your... I don't have Cybers. It needs Cybers, okay. The only super heavy monster I do not care about. When this card is Synchro Summoned, you can set 1 Fire Formation spell trap. Oh, it needs Fire Formation, so nope. Odd Eye Soul Blaze Dragon. If this card was summoned, you can special summon 1 face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck. But you cannot special summon while you control that face-up monster, except... Oh wait, he's OCG, but I still wouldn't use him. Yugioh Knight. Needs Dragoonies, needs Watts. Oh, but almost at the bottom. If your opponent special summons a monster except during the damage step, you can add 1 Plunder Patrol card if it's equipped with a Plunder Patrol card. If you... No. Buster Dragon needs Buster Bladers to function. And Dark Flat Top, I believe, is something worse. Right, the reactors. Well, that's all of them. Let's see, is there any other deck that can special summon out a tuner I might need for some synchro climbing? Just gonna skim by these real quick. Skimming, skimming. Nope. Gold Pride. Chaos Beast, which I know I can't use. Vulcan. This card was special summon, you can summon one spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, add 1 Blue Forest. No. If I could special summon out another tuner, I would totally use you. Gustos Fritz. Gusto, water. Nope. Stardust. Dragoonity. That is weird, but interesting. But I'd still be picking the other level 6. Hyper Psychic Riser. This guy's supposed to summon, you can change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-up defense position. Do not care. Dragon, Genix Controller, Legendary Sword, Mind Castlin. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, which control that monster and this card. If the Synchro Summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on each field, which control those monsters. You are a weird monster. It honestly sounds like this thing can get swapped twice, by the way it's worded. Hmm. So you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Switch control that monster and this card. And if the Synchro Summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on each field, switch control those monsters. That is a weird one. I kind of want to explore that a bit in further detail. Because I kind of want to push that concept. I might think about that for a different deck idea. Then the turn player discards one card. You can always use effective. No. Junk Synchron, 1 Watt Tuner, Dragody, Sujindoji, Immortal Dragon, and Muddy Dragon. Not gonna lie, if I could summon out a god, I would with this thing. I'll look into it. Hopefully there's not a lot I could or can't summon. Hell will freeze over when I don't get an idea. God, Flower Guardians always surprise the heck out of me. 1 tuner and 4 non-tuner monsters. Jesus. Malefics. Nope. Odin needs Majestic. Dark Tuner. Can't be destroyed by battle on this card. Destroys opponent's monster by battle. Sends it to the graveyard. You can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack on an opponent's monster in a row. During your standby phase, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack becomes half, and it does inflict damage. Okay. It's Majestic. Needs a non-tuner dragon. 2-tuner. Needs 2 tuners. Wouldn't be against the seriously requires 2 tuners and a non-tuner. Yikes. I can see what he is used for, especially in a deck like this. Maybe a 4000 beat stick. basically go Prodigy, get the 4-star soul, and then normal out one of your level 2 tuners if you have it. We'll make this guy. I don't like the part where it says other monsters you control cannot attack. I don't like that. Oofda. Nah, I'll skip him for now. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. These DDDs. No. Yeah, definitely not. I just read Dark. Nope. Nordic Beast. He's a zombie. If your opponent controls a light monster, of course. Dragoni, Nordic. He's a tuner synchro. You can special summon one divine dragon token. If this position once per turn during your opponent's turn, while you control no tokens, you can special summon one divine token. If this card you control is destroyed by opponent's card effect, sent to the graveyard. This would be really interesting to get a few bodies on the field. I would need a tuner synchro though. Because essentially you make him tuner synchro. I wouldn't even know what to give you. I know I would do to get rid of you. I'd essentially, hold on. Yeah, I'd essentially synchro you away for the 4,000 defense beat stick. That's what I'd do. At this point, I'm more than happy to put you in here and see what I can do. Water tuner, tuner synchro stardust. You can damage them back. Also, this card's max number of attacks per battle. This turn is equal to the number of tuner monsters excavated. Yeesh. Once per turn, when a card effect is activated, it will destroy a card on the field. Quick effect, you can negate the effect if you do destroy it once per turn. Yes, I'm tired. I told you this morning. Got flashbanged by the power coming back on. And again, also being up till midnight, trying to see if the power would come back on also was a factor. Need Stardust Dragon, so I can't use you. Needs 2 synchro monsters. Bite me. Need a synchro monster to go into him. Wait a minute. Level 10. Nirvana High Paladin, I have a proposal. Because I forgot I can synchro climb into your sorry butt. This is gonna be awesome. Let's see. Needs 2 different kinds of synchros, not happening. 1 tuner synchro monster, 1 non-tuner monster. And 1 black face up monster zone. Okay, for face up. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place a black feather counter on this card. When the effect resolves, if you do, inflict 7 damage to your opponent. Don't care. Hyperion. Needs a fairy monster. You can send 1 agent monster or 1 monster that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky from your hand, deck, or graveyard to the extra to the graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that monster's original name. You replace this effect with that monster's original effects. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can banish 1 fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card in the field and banish. You can always. It sounded dirtier. At this point, you're asking me to deep throat my mic. This card is synchro summoned. You can banish all cards from the graveyards. Then this card was synchro summoned using black rose or a plant. You can show other cards in the field. When your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card, quick effect, you contribute this card and get the activation. Blood Rose Dragon isn't bad. Atomic Scrap needs scrap. 2 tuners and a Vylon. I'm gonna say no to Arms of Gen X. That card just plain sucks. Fabled. Needs Fabled to function. Don't have a Dragon Tuner. Yeah, don't have a Dragon Tuner. Blackwing. One or more tuners and 1 light monster. No. Soul Sword. This card gains 100 attack and defense, and monster your opponent controls lose it 100 for each banished card. You can banish 1 card from your graveyard instead. If this card is banished, except during the damage step, you can banish 1 card. Each or both your opponent's field and graveyard. You can only use. Okay. Chinging is not bad, but I want to go for full punch. Trident, Dragon. Needs a Dragon Tuner. DDD. Needs DDD monsters. Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. 1 tuner Synchro Monster. 1 it needs Clear Wing, which I am not running. Stardust Warrior. 2 different types of Synchro Monsters. 2 different types of Synchro Monsters. No Baron de Flua. Fable Leviathan. A Shade. Soul Sword. Needs 4 monsters. Needs zombies. Needs Jurek. Needs dinosaurs. Oop. Satellite. Hit this card, Synchro Summon. You can target cards your opponent controls up to a number of Synchro monsters in your graveyard. Destroy them. If you do, this card gains 1,000 attack for each card destroyed. Hit the Synchro Summon card is destroyed. You can special summon up to 3 level 8 or lower Warrior Synchron to Stardust Synchro monsters with different names in your graveyard. Problem is I can only do it once. So I think this is the only thing that, yeah, Stardust. So as cool as you are, I would only have 1, 2 if I got really lucky. 1, Synchro 2, Synchro 2, yeah. You would have 4,500 attack, I wouldn't doubt that, but no. Just finished going through these last few monsters, I'll probably call it a stream. So let's see here. I already have you in that deck. Deskbot, needs Deskbots. Time Lord, Progenitor, Volgate? It's supposed to be Warpgate. Can't be destroyed by battle card effects, you take no battle damage from attacks. Involving this card at the end of the damage step, if this card was special summoned from the extra deck, battled, you can activate this effect, banish all monsters your opponent controls also for the rest of this turn. Half the battle damage your opponent takes once per turn during the end phase. If this effect was activated this turn, special summon new. Ascension Sky Dragon. Synchro Summon gains 800 attack for each card currently in your hand when this card you control was sent to the graveyard. If all monsters that were used are in your graveyard, you're supposed to summon all of them, but their effects are negated. I'm good. Wait, if this card is Synchro Summon, gains 800 attack for each card currently in your hand. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to your graveyard. By battle or effect, if all the monsters that were used for the Synchro Summon of this card are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them, but their own effects are negated, so I don't want to do that. Shoot. And goatee. Just gonna have a look at the 12s quick. Because I know 11s aren't that great. There are more 12s than I thought. I know usually pretty much most of the time their summoning conditions are yeah, first 3 say please give me 2+ synchro monsters. Yeah, they're mostly big bodies. And I don't want stuff to get destroyed in this deck. Yeah. That's a letdown. Let's hit the save button and we're gonna be calling that a stream. I'm probably gonna take a 2-hour break and I'll probably come back with a game I just downloaded. Gonna be playing some Team Fortress 2. I'm gonna give that a shot. Alright, see ya.